Guys, it's me again, King Sparkle, or the Sparkle Girl. Anyway, can we just talk about Peppa from Peppa Pig? Well, I know some of you are not going to expect this, but well, to be honest, every time you watch Peppa Pig, sometimes you either enjoy it, or sometimes there are moments that you don't like about Peppa as a character. So let's just get to the further notice that there are some few moments in almost episodes where Pepper can be, well, out of context. And also to be in fact that she can be a bit naughty in some ways. And also fat shaming her own dad. I mean, seriously. I mean, would you ever feel annoyed with Pepper doing all this? I mean, seriously. I don't like the fact that by the way she treats everyone in the show. It's like she thinks she's the boss of everyone. Like seriously, Peppa Pig really? Well, don't get me wrong, but Peppa Pig is part of my childhood, so don't get me wrong. But I still like the show in some ways, of course, during my childhood and that. But even I don't watch Peppa Pig that much right now or growing up like the way I used to as a kid or such and all that. But believe me or not, but as I got older, that um, let's just get to the point that as a kid, I wasn't even aware of all this nonsense about Pepper being rude until I got grow up a bit. I was only like 10 or something when I noticed this. And yet, I just don't know about you guys, but I just think it's about time that in in the new episodes like that we do have like recently, I just think it's about time that they should make an episode talking to Pepper, like discussing about her behavior and actually teach her some manners and lessons and tell Pepper not to fat shaming anyone, especially her own father, no matter what she says or thoughts. And because you don't hear me calling you guys fat, do you? No, of course not, because I would never say such a thing. If some people believe that, then that's their problem, and I'm not even bothered. So, but to honest with you, I just feel like annoyed with Pepper sometimes, and I bet almost you guys can possibly agree with me. So yeah, jeez, yeah. Well, okay. Not only just that though, there are lots of things that I can find it annoying, like the way she treats her little brother George. Oh my freaking god. Okay, sorry for my language, but yeah, I wouldn't even call Pepper a bully or anything like that. But there also are moments where she can, well, a mean person in some ways. So, but I can't possibly argue about Pepper can be a bully though, because she did bully her own best friend Susie a few times. Now, didn't she? Well, of course she did. In that episode about when both Pepper and Susie kind of had this sort of bickering, and they just ended like, I don't want to be your friend anymore. And then Susie was saying the same thing, and then suddenly just stopped talking and all that. But in the next, they were like missing each other. Like, come on, can those two actually just give us a break? Like, for crying out loud? Seriously, I just find it. Okay, okay, sorry, but I just had enough. But don't get me wrong, Susie is as bad as Pepper though in that very episode anyway. So can't possibly argue with that, can you? Can we? I mean, no, but I'm certainly not joking. Yeah. Uh-uh. Even though I also sometimes can find George annoying sometimes in the show. Like every time he cries, I was like, oh come on. I mean, I know you guys may gonna say, what do you expect? He's only a baby. I do know that, guys. I really do notice that. But sometimes George still acts like a baby, even though he's nearly like 7 years old, whatever. In the new episode, I don't know how old he is, but he still acts like he's the baby, even though he is still the youngest of the family. But he still acts like a whingy baby, like cries all the time, which can be like giving me a headache. I don't know about you guys, but it can give me like, oh my goodness, can you shut up and stop being a baby? Yeah. And but not only just George or Susie or Pepper, but Peppa's mom, like she's as weird as anyone in the show as well. And you want to know why? She just lets Peppa get away for her actions, behavior, even especially the part when the mom lets Peppa treats her father like garbage. Honestly, it's just insane. I mean, seriously, I know some people probably think like, or say like, why are you even bother talking about this about Peppa Pig, King Sparkle? And, well, you know what? I can't argue with that, but I don't care, So I don't see why you're bothering if you're gonna act or think about like that. So I'm not gonna argue with this one, but I'm just simply pointing out the fact that sometimes people can argue about everything about Peppa Pig. Or it doesn't really that matter if it's about Peppa Pig or not, but still, that's the whole point for this video, for why we're talking about this. Yep. Oh boy, I just can't. Sometimes I can't make my mind up sometimes in some things because I sometimes can say things that can be wrong, and sometimes there are things that can be right, but sometimes it can be a mix of both. So sometimes I can call myself in the middle of the conversation sometimes, or I sometimes can misheard something, or sometimes I do end up like get wrong in the end of the stick, something like that. But you can't possibly blame me because I bet you guys probably did the same thing. So please don't judge me for why I said that, because I mean we all can be hypocrites. So I'm not saying it to be harsh, but I'm just saying, yeah. And okay, there are some other things that we also need to talk about in Peppa Pig about, Miss Rabbit. No, not Rebecca's mom, but the other Miss Rabbit. Rebecca's aunt, the mom's sister. Honestly, God, I mean, is how many Miss Rabbits do we need in Peppa Pig? It's like every single time I mean, she's always there. Like she's here. Next, she was there, there, and there. Seriously, how many Miss Rabbits do we really need in the show? Oh my God, it's so confusing. I mean, it's absolutely confusing. Do you guys ever feel like we actually illusioning them? Like you thought that you just actually seen things, even and then the next you think oh, it's just from your head, but it turns out it actually did happen. So that's what I'm trying to point out. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Okay, now I'm just gonna say, and also, how come Miss Rabbit is the only one of Rebecca's families to have lots of different works in that very episode? When Miss Rabbit, when she tripped over on one of the children's toys, and her sister, Rebecca's mom, had to take over with the supermarket till, and Daddy Pig has to do the ice cream, and I think Grandad Dog did something to do with the bus. I think it was. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I do get the point that sometimes most people does like to have a job, but having to too many jobs, but do you think it's a bit, too much for one single person to have a job like keep changing different shifts once a day or once a week? I don't know. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. So yeah, but I still like the shows sometimes, but not the way I used to. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, I don't really watch Peppa Pig like the way I used to anyway. That's what I'm saying. Even though I already said that in just a few hours ago. Yeah, well, don't get me wrong, but if I had to admit this, to be honest, I kindly prefer the old episodes compared to the new ones because, yeah, well, it's probably because um, some things are changing and all that, so you can't blame me. And yeah, and also, I'm not sure if you guys noticed that Peppa Pig has been voiced about like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. Yeah, she's been voiced by 5 girls in a show. Yeah, I forgot their names now, but I know some of them were called Holly Birds. I think her name was, and the other one was called Sally Bloom. So yeah, and to be honest, I don't know. I'm not sure whether if it will gonna happen, whether if they will gonna make another episode, but based on the subject that we are talking about here about Peppa Pig's behaviour, yeah, and also try to call her out for making stupid excuses or whatever, like blah blah blah. So, and also they always end up like. There's another thing I do sometimes get confused, like how come we can't see the front of the faces? We only see the faces like one side to the other, like left and right, but not the front, like looking straight at you, so like that. And believe me, I suggest you don't look it up because the last I looked, I was like, oh my god, that's just creepy. Okay. Okay. If some of you already see what Pepper looks like when she looks straight towards you, then that's fine by me. But if those of you who haven't seen it, I suggest you don't see it at all because I promise you guys, you're not gonna love it or like it whatsoever, like one bit. And I'm not sure if Sophie has seen this or not, but if you haven't seen it yet, Sophie, I suggest you don't see it either. So please just don't look it up, okay? Because I wanted because that's just my way on showing everyone else that I do care for you like fully. Because you know me, Sophie, because we're both best friends. So yeah, I just wanted to take care of Sophie sometimes. But I know she can look after herself, but there are some moments where I do feel concerned for Sophie's safety as I feel concerned for mine. Even though I do sometimes do care of myself, but sometimes do feel like I want to take care out of everyone else before myself sometimes. Because that's just my way I'm showing you guys that I can be nice most of the time. Yeah. I know I can be, moody and I do sometimes can like get ticked off as in get defensive or whatever, but still to be honest, this video's got nothing to do with me anyway, but never mind. But I just like to mention anyway, but never mind about that. And and to be honest, let's see. Oh yeah, this one episode that I promise you guys that I don't like, one episode that I hate hate the most of Peppa Pig. And some of you may gonna find it obvious for some reasons. Then it's okay if you don't know what I'm talking about, but there's one episode I really, really hate the most as a kid. Yeah, and it's about, well, Mr. Skinny Legs. Yep, I hate that episode. And some of you already aware of this about why I hate the episode. And yet, I I just don't like the way he looks either. He just creeps me out. And I also believe there's another episode with Mr. Skinny Legs appeared for the second time, and he still gives me the creeps. I mean, thank God that it's been banned from Australia for many good reasons. I mean, because I believe it was being banned from Australia for lots of reasons, because spiders in Australia, they are absolutely poisonous, and I wouldn't even go any near Australia like one bit. And I know some of you, okay, I'm not sure to those who are from Australia, but I'm sorry to those who are from Australia, but I definitely don't feel like comfortable going there whatsoever in the future or anything like that, because I mean, why call the spider Skinny Legs anyway to begin with? That is the stupidest, ugly name I ever heard from Peppa. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's just Peppa Pig. It could be any other shows that I also don't like about spiders. Because I remember from Charlie and Lola, they have a spider called Sydney. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't mind Sydney a little bit, but there are some few moments in the episode. Well, you know. Okay, never mind. I just don't like spiders. And I know some of you may going to say, "Are you so obsessed with that, Caitlin?" And I don't argue with that one. Yeah. But I'm not the only one who doesn't like spiders anyway. Anyone can not like spiders. I mean, it doesn't matter who. It can be anyone. And I have to be honest, I can't stand people who like spiders. I really can't. I mean, who actually likes spiders? They're ugly. I mean, the spiders, I mean, they're not cute. And it's nothing cute or good about spiders like one bit. And I'm sorry about that, guys, but there's no. They're just too ugly and creepy all at the same time. And I can't stand the way they crawl. And if you guys do feel handled about spiders, then that's fine by you. But I can't understand it though. And I'm sorry for saying that. But it is true. But I'm sorry if I upset your feelings or something like that. But let's just skip that now, because I just don't feel like comfortable talking about this conversation anymore. Okay, but let's just talk about something else then, both Peppa Pig. Well, actually, I mean, what I was been watching this video about Peppa Pig's behavior anyway, and that was sometimes before I came to do this video for many reasons, and also yeah, that I've been reading some comments. Yeah, and I had to agree with some comments though about okay, I might as well show you. Okay, so on this one, this person, I don't know who they are though, but it doesn't matter. But still, they kind of said about the reason why Peppa Pig was such a brat is that her parents just tolerate her behavior and never scolds her or reprimand her of what she did or what say whatever in some episodes. Yeah, and I kind of agree actually, and I can't possibly argue either. And also that I just can't stand Peppa's parents like one bit, especially her mum. Like, let Peppa Pig get away for treating her own dad like this. Okay. Um. And I am aware that most people prefers the other show called Bluey over Peppa Pig. Can't possibly argue with this one, even I don't really watch Bluey, to be honest, so no opinion on whatsoever. But I'm just stating my personal point of view that well, that I always prefer Peppa Pig, to be honest, because I just grew up watching the show, because I remember watching it on Milkshake Channel on Channel 5 on the telly. Yeah, and I do got some viewed DVDs of Peppa Pig, of course. I don't think I have the DVDs of Peppa Pig anymore, which is actually good. Even I still look them up on Google, and like bringing my childhood memories back again. Yeah, and oh yeah. So this person just said there about, okay, but why does no one realize that this is a 3 or 4-year-old kid and that is how they act? Well, they do have a point. And also about the bit when that person said they are self-centered, and it is, and it sorry, and it is not because they are mean or bad. That is just their development stage at the time. So yeah, I can't argue with that one either. So, mm, mm, yeah. And I also heard and believe that most of the parents it doesn't matter where from, United Kingdom, United States, or whatever where you guys are from. Well, most of the parents can be overprotective for their kids by trying to avoid their kids from watching Peppa Pig or something like that. I don't want to blame them or whatsoever, but I do sometimes had this sort of thought that maybe that some of the parents can be a bit too far and taking it too serious by not let the kids enjoy watching their favorite shows. So that's the whole point as well for the argument. And I do get their reasons for being protective for their kids sometimes. I mean, but whenever I watch Peppa Pig, my parents they not usually that bothered me watching it anyway. So that's the whole point. But I am fully aware that my parents can notice about Peppa Pig's behaviour and the other characters' behaviour in the show. But my parents just still let me watch it whenever I like to when I was a kid. So I don't want to even blame them one bit. And I know it's not my parents' fault anyway. I mean, because I'm the one who choose to watch that as a kid, so it's not my parents' idea to let me watch it or anything like that. Because me and my older sister, we both used to watch Peppa Pig when we were kids, so that's the whole point. And yeah, so, yeah. Sometimes you just got to respect your parents' choices for yourself sometimes, in some ways, in some occasions. And I know some parents can be in the wrong in some moments, but they do have the reasons, and you should always listen to your parents, no matter how you feel or what is your own point of views. You should always stick with your parents' point of view from time to time, and just don't let it like pass you, and just accept that your parents are just trying to be, you know, be your parents and just handle it and just simply move on from it, and then try your best not to let it like upsetting you even more, and just don't like carrying on going on about it, and just you know have a nice day without getting worried. So so can you really argue with me for saying all this? I don't think so. Some of you may would, but I wouldn't even blame you. So yeah, but also to be honest, that sometimes, like I said before, we all just got to accept and listen to our parents no matter what. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you can't always promise to listen to your parents, because sometimes there are many reasons that you should always make sure that you actually listen to your parents. And I do get that parents should listen to you as well, but there's an argument that we should always just don't argue with your parents all the time, because the more you keep doing that, um, the less they'll give you any whatever you guys call it about whatever. But anyway, I'm sorry for saying all this, but some of them can be right. But I know not many things that I say can be true all the time, but yeah, but I'm still saying. Anyway, I just hope you guys actually enjoying the video. And if you still like to share your own point of views after I finish this video by going on the comment section, yeah, be free to do so, and I can't argue or blame you. So yeah, okay. So yeah. Okay, so I'll just leave it nice to it. Okay, and yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I might as well leave you guys to it anyway, because there's nothing else I can say for this one. So be free to have a nice time, have a nice day, and focus on your time. So I mean, don't get too worried after watching this video, okay, guys? Because I hate to see you guys getting upset, okay? So I'll see you all, boys and girls, next time. See ya, and I'll see you tomorrow, Sophie. Bye. Bye.